Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to go through the markets here. Ag Outlook Forum is on today, and Trump has made some changes in the tariff talk here. So the tariff talk change is the 25% tariff on Mexico. Canada is coming on, not next week, but on uh, April 2nd when he's evaluating the reciprocal tariffs for every country. So expect reciprocal tariffs, but we still could expect some punishing tariffs come next week on dairy, automotive, some of the softwood lumber, some of those areas that the U.S. has always hated in our pricing going down to them. So uncertainty there. Here's your Ag Outlook Forum kind of numbers. Just take note that there's quite a range, and even last year, when you have numbers change and how they actually finally ended up at the end of the year as well. Definitely favoring more corn, favoring soybeans if the ratio from the soybean price to corn. So all it is just November soybean divided by the December corn. That's how that ratio gets calculated, and it does favor more corn by estimates. And again, the Ag Outlook is only just mathematical calculations done by someone in the ag department. So it's not a survey base. There's just people doing math, just like every farmer is doing math in North America right now, what crops to grow, that kind of thing. And it's pulling some acres away from soybeans, and it's probably going to take away from some other crops as well. Uh, Wheat extends its fall. That's not a surprise. Palm oil is down, even though the soybean oil is actually kind of flat. I got the slide a little bit early, but here's just a look at temperatures going out a couple months or a couple weeks out into the middle of March. And here's your Indian rapeseed where it's grown. And here's your Indian wheat production. And in this article, it's talking about scorching March heat and the possibility that they could end up buying wheat because they've had multiple years of problems since 2022. Yields have been dropping off, and the prices of wheat is quite high in India because they put their duties on, or tariffs, and they basically slow down anybody from being able to move product into that country with their tariffs, and these temperatures could uh, uh, potentially get a little bit of import of wheat. And I don't think wheat is going to rise on this story until it actually starts to happen. So maybe something to look forward to on there. Canola's up, rapeseed's up, soybean is basically flat, palm oil is down a little bit, crude oil is up, and soybean is up as well. And your wheats are down a penny to a few pennies, and the Canadian dollar is down as well. So if you just have a look at the seasonality here, you got seasonality of canola. There is expectation that there could be some more upside, and we are up today. If we look at this minute chart for the last few days, we've had this good great values hitting, in that 680, which is sell target, and pull back, and now a bit of a recovery here as well. And if we look at it just in the last couple months, we've basically staying in this channel, and now we're getting back to the middle of this channel, basically, which is a good thing. When you look at it farther back, we still like to be, getting some more sales made at the top end of this channel for sure. And here's your November channel. It's a lot narrower, and we're right in the middle of it as well. And again, looking at maybe getting a little bit more sold if you're comfortable to when we get to the top end of that channel again. European rapeseed priced in Canadian dollars minus canola. So it is $130 more expensive in European rapeseed. So we're back to this trend line, but we're not above it. So that was support. Now it's resistance. You can see that we bumped up against it and not getting through it a couple of times now. Here's your soybean chart. Quite a few red days there, or soybean oil, and the same thing with your soybean chart as well. But we'll show that in a little bit. Here, Indonesia palm oil is expected to recover for this upcoming year with better growing conditions, but the consumption is the black line, and it's been just increasing every year on year, and some of that might be based on the use or the changes that they have to kind of keep that production going as well, and with the renewable fuel program or their biodiesel program. Here's your prices. You see a little leg off, but still at pretty good highs or pretty good values here. Like I said, there's been a few down days on the soybeans. We'll see if this Ag Outlook Forum has any changes to that. Crude oil down as well. Here's your wheat. So if we look at your timeline where we are, the expectation is some upside, even though we've got some downside right now as well. So all the wheats has a pretty deep fall off, and you can see that on just every forward month or on the current month. Pretty good drop, and even corn with the expectation that this Ag Outlook Forum is going to have increased acres. And again, it's just a mathematical calculation based on the current prices, what's going to get planted. And there's some merit to do that because every farmer is doing that in North America as well. So if we look at corn with seasonality as well, we're here. It's basically flat. It doesn't move a big pile up, but that is the expectation we're going to see. Uh, um, uh, Trend tells us, or the seasonality 15-year, it does move up, but we do have some good values for corn as we speak here. So just keep that in note or in mind as well, especially with potential increased planting. It could actually pressure the market down from where we are. So reports in the next couple of weeks and the end of next month. The biggest one is probably going to be the end of next month. You're going to have the prospective planting and stat scan acreage intentions, and I think it's just a mathematical calculation, just like this Ag Outlook Forum, but it does create some direction. And that's all I have for you today.